Alrighty guys, welcome back to a brand new Roblox scripting tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at how we can make a loading screen that works as such. As you can see, once the timer reached 0, the loading screen faded away. Let's see how we can do this in Roblox Studio. Okay, so first we need to load up a base plate. Okay, so for this video we're going to be using the starter GUI mainly, so insert a screen GUI, rename it loading screen, insert a text label. We're not going to be adding a frame for the minute. Make your anchor point 0.5 so it scales on most screens. Bring it back to the corner. We're going to customize our screen a bit. Actually, no. First, we're going to make the size 1, 0, 1, 0. So it fills our whole screen. Just drag it over till it fills the whole screen there. Next, we can just customize it as we wish. I'm going to make my color blue. Next, I'm just going to change the text to loading _ assets. Of course, you won't actually see this when you load in. I'm going to make my text scaled, and I'm going to change my text color to white. And I'm also going to make my text stroke transparency 0, so it's easier to read the text. I'm also going to change the text font to Source Sans Bold. You can choose whichever one you like, whichever one suits you. But for me, that's the one I'm going with. Next, we need to insert a local script into this script. After you've done that, come back to your loading GUI, click Ignore GUI Inset, and also unclick Reset on Spawn. Once you've done that, we can come over to the print hello world and delete it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is set a variable for the GUI that is the parent of the local script. So all we need to do is local GUI equals script.parent. Next, we can create a variable for our loading time. So I'm just going to make mine local loading _ time is equal to, and I'm going to make mine 30 seconds. Next, we need to set a couple of properties about our loading screen. First of all, we need to change the text, so we can do script.parent.text is equal to loading assets. After that, we can also do script.parent.visible equals true. Okay, so now we need to count down by 1 second the loading time. So we can do this with a for loop. So all we need to write is for I equals, and now we need to put our variable loading time, comma 0, comma -1, and then we just click do. After that, we can wait 1 second, which is the increment. The decreased number, and after that we need to change the text of our GUI. So we can just do script.parent.text is equal to parentheses, and then we can just do loading assets, and we can do column 2 spaces I. So I is the value of the remaining loading time. So now if we just click play, as you can see, it's counting the loading time down by 1 every 1 second. So let's keep going. I'm also going to change the wait time from 1 to 0.1. So the loading is a lot faster now. So now we can do for I equals 0, 1, 0.01, and then we just click do. So what this is going to do, our starting value is 0 transparency, our ending value is 1 transparency, and every millisecond we're going to increase it by 0.01% transparency. So now what we can do, if we can just do wait 0.01, of course you can change this to your liking for how fast you'd like it to load, and then all we have to do then is script.parent. And then we're just going to get the transparency property, and we're going to do equals script.parent.transparency plus 0.01. So what this is going to do is every millisecond, every tenth of a millisecond, it's going to add a tenth of a, it's going to add a hundredth of a tenth transparency to the GUI. So eventually, once that's all run all the way through, what's going to happen is it's going to fade away. So if we just click play, once the timer reaches 0, and there we go, it faded away. Okay, so the last line of code we need to add is we're just going to set the text label's visible property to false. So what we need to do is just script.parent.visible equals false, and we're done. So now if we just click play, as you can see, it's counting down the time, and then once it's reached 0, it's fading away. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you like what you saw in the video, perhaps considering subscribing and smashing that bell. Also, I would really appreciate it if you'd click like on these videos, just for the algorithm, so more people can see how to script. But other than that, guys, see you next time.